Ready?
We're going.
Okay, so you guys, I have rolled out my pie dough and I now have my pie plate, and that's the only way you're really going to figure out how big to make it. So I've got about 1 inch going around. So what I call this step is inverting. So I'm going to put my hand underneath and I'm going to flip it over, and I've inverted my shell or the crust into the shell. So now very gently tuck it around the whole way. Now you can see I've got lots of extra, and that's okay. Over here it's quite generous, so I'm going to pull this off. Now the type of crust I'm making is for a pie that's not going to have a top on it. So that's why I'm going around right now. And as you can see, I'm just tucking. Here's a little bit thicker again, so I'm going to take off a bit. I just want to have a double layer underneath, and it's really dependent on how thick you like your crust. So keep going around and have it all tucked in. Now that it's all tucked, now I can do the next step, which is called fluting. So first thing I want to do is make sure that it's actually in all the corners so it doesn't shrink on me. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 2 fingers, push together, and just keep going around. And this step is called fluting. And it doesn't need to be perfect, you're just learning. But again, fingers into the other 2 fingers. Now, this type of crust is used for 2 different things. Either for a type of pie where you're not going to cook the filling, so lemon meringue. And in the case of the lemon meringue, I would completely cook this. There are 2 types of cooking pie crust before you actually put your filling in, and that's called blind baking. So the 2 types are par baking and pre-baking. If I want my crust to be completely cooked, 100%, like where I can actually just eat it, that's called pre-baking, and that's ideal for something like lemon meringue. Now, in the case of, say, putting in blueberries and a strudel topping, I just want to par bake it or partially bake it so that it's not soggy. So I would put it in the oven for a shorter amount of time.